Hey, this is everybody. This is my. Well, okay. Ready, Mom? We're gonna start.
Okay.
3.
I'm ready.
She didn't know. 3,
I'm ready.
2, 1. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Jen.
This is the camera. Everyone, this is my mom, and I asked you guys on Instagram, which is where most of my followers are, to ask some questions specifically for Mama Plumpcover. Get my shirt set up here, and that's her. So we are going to get started. Now, Mom, one thing you should know is my followers don't know how many siblings I have.
Okay.
So while I pull up these questions, just keep in mind that they don't know a lot about me. So, personally, so just a heads up on that.
Okay.
Because you might have to explain things like how many kids we have. Okay, so there's a lot of questions that have to do with exercising. So I'm going to skip past that. So
That's funny.
Arthur Vagusti 5769 wants to know, are you proud of your son?
Oh, yes.
Always. She is. She's very proud of me, Chad.
I've always been.
Motorcycle bat. Oh. I have better parents than you, Chad. All right. What's your favorite food to make?
Yeah, I used to really love baking.
Okay.
And I just like really technical things that, are just complicated. But I think now, because we have a large family, I like making big pots of really good soup. It's fun.
So for those of you guys that don't know, I have 13 siblings. There's 14 of us total. No adoptions, no twins, same parents, all mamas. She's a great mom. So that's your favorite food. How are you doing today?
Great. I'm feeling really good. I've been out gardening, so that always makes me happy.
This is a bit of a special one, but I don't mind getting your opinion on this anyway. My friend Mars asks, please trim Jed's beards. It's starting to look like an azalea bush. Now, I already trimmed my beard this morning, but before I read this comment. But my question for you is, what is your preferred facial hair on the Plump cover? Do you like fuzzy beard, short beard, no beard, mustache? It's up to you.
You look good in all of those. Let me try to think.
Hold on, Chad. We got to think about it.
I can't say. I actually really like the beard.
Okay.
But this is nice. Maybe a little bit longer, but definitely trimmed. I really liked the mustache, though. I say that with a little thin beard, I think that looks really, really good.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like very, very short beard with a mustache.
Right. I thought that was really cool.
I'll bring that back.
But yes, but the beard also, the neatly trimmed beard.
Yeah, I like the beard because it hides my double chin. So it's pretty good for that.
I don't have that advantage as a chin there.
You're fine. All right. Someone asked, what did your mom want to make you? Now, I'm assuming they mean, what did you want me to be when I grew up? Some of these questions, English is not their first language.
Right, okay. So I never really thought about what he would be, as in like an occupation, but I don't know. I used to wonder what he would be, I guess. He had so many different interests,
Still do.
He would dabble in actually writing books, and he was always hilarious. So this actually makes sense that he would do something like this, because he's just really funny and witty and a really good people person. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I hate people.
He does, but he's good with them. It's so true.
They don't know. They think I'm super nice.
You're good.
They have no idea.
You're nice. He's nice. He's just introverted, so.
Oh, yeah.
I am as well.
Someone wants to know, what do you feel about you being a big gym boy online? 1.5 million followers.
Yeah, I think that's very funny. I always like to laugh at whenever he tells me random people just from all kinds of weird places recognize him, and I just think it's hilarious because it's such a, I don't know, it's just not what I ever expected would happen. So.
Yeah, I mean, me neither.
I think it's cool.
And I'm also still an accountant, which is just...
Yeah, but I honestly was surprised by the gym thing, because when you were little and you had asthma, you found it very hard to do things.
I still have asthma.
I know, but when you first started with having asthma, you found it difficult, and so I guess you figured out how to work around that. And I just never would have thought of you doing that, because you were always, I don't know. I just thought it was too hard.
You want to try some of my drink, by the way?
I don't know. I didn't know you weren't weak. You dug great rows in the garden. Remember?
Yeah,
you were fast. And you were strong.
Yeah, fast and
great.
great.
You just didn't seem interested in working out until you were older.
I like lifting. What do you think?
That's good. I like orange.
C4 Energy, guys. C4, please give me a longer sponsorship in 3 months. Okay, someone wants to know, are you silly?
Oh, very.
She's very silly, chat. She's
A little
extremely
too
silly.
silly.
Yeah.
I have learned to keep it under control, but I can get really silly. I don't even drink.
She can't drink. All right. So someone asked a question. Have you ever worked out with your son?
No.
Yes, you have. We worked out a bunch.
Well, we did in karate.
Yes, martial arts.
Yes, we did. And also, you took me on a 15-mile endurance hike one time. It was so fun. He led it. I think I'm rubbing the microphone.
Should be fun.
So not at the gym, but we used to work out in karate and beat each other up. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of cardio. I used to do cardio back in the day, chat, and I used to do multi-day hikes. I actually led, it was you and like 5 other people, and we went 15 miles in one day.
And he walked fast the entire 6 hours.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Oh,
was that 6 hours?
It took 6 hours. It was. You were going. It was up and down hills.
Oh, man,
I was so tired.
I couldn't do that. I could not do that now.
Yeah, you were.
Man.
You were 15, I think.
Yeah, that was back when we were full into hiking and stuff.
So,
that was a
you were
lot.
always pretty tough.
Someone said, how old was you when you got him, Ma?
When I got you?
I'm assuming when I was born. 99.
23.
You were 23?
I think I was 23.
I'm 25 and I'm not even talking to a girl.
That was my third child.
Beyond depressing. All right, I'm going to check the camera real quick. So this one feels a bit redundant because you already said I wasn't much of a worker, outer. Someone said, how was the experience raising an absolute hulk of a dude?
Man.
I wasn't that big.
So you were not a big person. Like, you weren't always like going around like carrying heavy things and being crazy like that, but you were hyper. You were actually pretty hyper sometimes. You were like being really sedentary and then suddenly just bursts of hyperness. It was absolutely crazy. You were kind of, right? Maybe you would have these weird fits of going crazy and just, and then you wouldn't listen to me a lot of times, but then you were always really funny and you were really often kind to your siblings when they were, like if they were sad or something, you would help them. And
I remember the burst of energy now, yeah.
Oh, it's funny because when you had a cast or something because you broke your foot, you sat in the corner of the living room just going crazy because you couldn't do anything. You're sitting there going, and playing. And anyway.
Oh, boy. Someone said, would you consider your son to be a good son?
Yes, he is a good son. We were talking yesterday that if my husband died, he would absolutely take care of his mother and his grandmothers.
Mother and grandmothers. I would not take care of anyone else. I'd kick all my other siblings out in the street and tell them to figure it out.
Even Gus.
Even Gus. Rosie can stay.
Gus.
I don't like Gus.
Oh, poor baby.
He fusses too much.
It's because he's
All right.
2. You fuss a lot.
Do you, do you know the meme? It's like, I'm going to tell Spider-Man if you don't eat your vegetables. Have you ever seen that?
Probably.
Okay, you probably. Yeah, guys, my mom's not as online as I am, thank goodness. Ooh, okay. Without getting too, personal, I guess. What was the most challenging things when raising your sons?
Sons?
They say son, but I want this to be just about me.
Often.
Let's keep it general and broad.
Often, just you specifically?
Let's keep it broad.
Sons?
Yeah.
All right. Right. So often the arguing amongst boys can be pretty loud and violent because they're boys. And when you guys were a teenager, anyway, so you would often just not respect my authority.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
Sorry.
You weren't very respectful of me for a while as a teenager, and I remember getting really mad, and I'd tell your daddy, and he would definitely straighten you out, and you felt sorry.
He would definitely come straighten us out.
Yeah, and you respect me now.
I do. I respect my parents a lot, Chat. They're pretty good.
Just not
They're
when
good
you were a
parents.
teenager.
Yeah, it is Gregor anyway.
Mostly your brother.
Someone wants to know how much you can deadlift.
I've never done that.
Yeah, she can't deadlift, Chat.
I pick up bags of mulch and compost and carry dirt.
That's a mulch and compost. This is
I
probably
don't know,
25,
but they're
50
not that
pounds.
heavy.
Probably 50 pounds.
I carry
right?
little kids around a lot. I guess. Well, I can pick up.
She could probably deadlift like 50 pounds, Chat, I imagine. Probably more than that. What is your meanest dessert recipe?
Maybe my carrot cake.
You don't make a lot of desserts.
I used to make.
You made that one cake for me for my birthday 2 years ago.
Cakes usually.
You made the perfect cake 2 years ago, and last year's cake was really good, but it wasn't as good as the one from 2023.
Yeah, I think the carrot cake was always really good, and the chocolate cake was good. I like cake.
I burped into my mic.
Gross.
Did you have a different name in mind before naming Plump? So I'm thinking they want to know what alternative names you had besides Jed.
Well, I didn't want to call him Jed.
So-
I didn't like it. That was I grew up watching the Beverly Hillbillies, so I had Uncle Jed in my mind. And when your daddy wanted,
that.
yes, for a while, he always said he loved the name Jed. And I'm like, oh no, let's not use it. So we didn't use it for Gregor, which we would have. Yeah, he would have been Jed.
I was almost a Gregor.
Maybe. And then finally, we had a third child, and I said, you know what? Okay, I'll be nice. We can use your name that you've always loved. And now I like it, but I can only think of Uncle Jed as an old man with a floppy old hat, you know.
I was almost Gregor?
Maybe.
Well, you guys would have named the next one Gregor, probably. Still.
Yeah, probably. I'm glad we didn't.
That blew my mind. I didn't know that.
Jed fits you better.
So Gregor's name was almost Jed? That's crazy to me.
It's a good thing his name was Gregor because he's also born on his daddy's birthday.
I didn't know you didn't like the name.
No, I did not.
That's so funny.
No, I was 20 years old probably when he first proposed it. And yeah, I thought that was like too rednecky. But I actually really like it now.
That's so funny. I did not know that. Hey, Chad, I just learned something new on camera. Someone said, how do you feel about having a famous son?
Oh, again, I think it's almost, okay.
I don't feel like I'm famous.
Again, I've said this before, that you are so funny, and I've always wanted people to know that about you because I appreciate humor, and I think everybody should have a good reason to laugh and be encouraged. And I'm really glad. I'm glad that, you can do that for a lot of people, so.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm reading ahead while she talks, and I'm trying to listen to you.
Hopefully I'm not rambling.
So you can be honest about this one, without getting into specifics, obviously. Was the plump cover always chill? Now, I'm going to cut Mom off here. I don't think I'm actually that chill.
No. So you want to be. I think you try to chill. That's kind of a,
So I'm not chill is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's like how you cope with life. I'm trying to chill. So you work on chilling a lot.
So I'm not chill.
Inside you're not that chill.
So you need to tell the camera that I'm not chill.
He's not quite so chill as
I'm really not
here.
chill.
He's got a lot of internal aggression and not you control
aggression.
You do.
I'm not aggressive.
Like your own father, he's the same way. And you keep it down. But you would love to just sometimes run away screaming or yelling or hit a tree. I don't know.
Wow, I'm aggressive.
But you don't use it on people except for in the gym. Maybe use it on weights. But
yeah, so chat, it's all a facade. I am constantly stressed.
There's not a ton of aggression. A little bit. I don't know.
This one lady, and I've seen her in my comments a lot, says, "Dear Mama, how do I trick your son into being my boyfriend?" Thanks in advance.
Trick?
Yeah, well, I've seen her in the DMs a lot. Or not DMs, sorry. Maybe she has DM me, I don't know. I've seen her in the comments a lot.
Oh man, I'm not sure you can trick him. He's too clever.
I'm scared of women.
I hope he can't be tricked.
I can't be tricked. I mean, you could say that I was tricked once.
Once, but you learned from that, so.
I learned a lot from that.
Yes, you did.
So this is a question for me. So here's something you should know about my audience, is a lot of them are very smart. And aren't. So I said to them to give me a bunch of questions to ask you, and they're asking me questions instead. So I'm going to ask this question to you, even though it's meant for me. Will you ever compete in strongman?
No, because I'm not a man.
No. Would you compete in strong woman?
No, but I've always thought things like that sounded like a lot of fun. In like adventure racing kind of. That's not even the same thing, I know. Adventure racing or things where you compete in that way are physically sound like a lot of fun, but I don't have time.
Okay. Yeah, she's raising a bunch of kids, guys.
And I'm gardening and cooking soup.
She does. Actually, she's out in this dumb garden. It's actually very pretty. Actually, Jed, cut here to the garden. I'll overlay some footage of this with your cute gnomes. I try to get Mom gnomes whenever I can because Mom doesn't know this. She thinks I get her gnomes because I love her, but it's actually because I think gnomes in the garden are actually really cute.
I like them as well.
So yeah. I'm just tricking her into putting gnomes in the garden.
Jed hauled a lot of this heavy stuff here, like some of the logs maybe, and the big rocks and stuff.
A lot of those big rocks are mine.
He's very useful in a garden.
Well, now that Rex is getting strong, he can start getting your big rocks.
Yeah, he actually did some last year.
All right, someone asked me how much do I love my mom? All the way.
Yeah.
That's much.
That's much.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
Ah, man, Philippians. I can't remember. I should remember that for next time. There's one in Philippians. Yeah, I always forget the numbers.
Okay. Some verse in
Can you
Philippians.
cut it so I can look it up?
Yeah.
My favorite Bible verse is, do nothing from selfish ambition. Okay, hold on, let me try that again. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. That's Philippians 2:3.
Someone wants to know, why is Plump so funny?
I don't even know. It's a personality thing.
I can answer that.
I mean,
Trauma.
Well, sometimes that's a coping thing,
Lots
I guess.
of repressed
But
trauma.
no, you're so smart, and I think in order to be as funny as you are, you have to be smart.
I'm not academically smart, though.
You know, but you're clever. You look at things in such a different way from other people, and it comes out so funny. And your sister, Tirza, is like that too. You're actually a lot funnier than she is, but she's also quite funny.
She's a big grump.
Wow, she says weird things that make me laugh. Anyway.
Mama, do you know how to use a chancla, which is a flip-flop that some moms use to throw or smack their children?
I never tried that. I think it sounds intriguing. I need to work at my aim before I could use something like that. I don't go around with flip-flops that often, though.
We're not a flip-flop family. Some families are, we just never were.
I do some, but yeah, they're not for long distances.
All right, someone wants to know, what's a good Mother's Day gift?
Flowers. Plants. I like plants.
Just plants in general,
because
Chip?
in May, Mother's Day is in May. That's the perfect time to go to the garden center and get plants to plant in the ground. So,
When is Father's Day?
June. Sometime in June.
July. Okay. What's your favorite toy from your childhood?
Ooh. I loved my strawberry shortcake stuff. I had a house, a strawberry bakery with all the little, pieces and the dolls and stuff. I think that might have been my favorite. Or my Little Pony toys.
Oh, My Little Pony. Yeah.
I had a lot of those in a house, and it was an ice cream shop and little ice cream cones.
Is it the same ones Grandma used to have?
Yeah.
Oh,
She still has them.
Wow, really? Those are the same ones?
And the same.
Okay. Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, okay. Someone asked that the other day. I said, all time though? All time? It's always a toss-up between the Star Wars trilogy, the originals from the 70s and 80s.
The only good ones.
And the Indiana Jones trilogy. Those were my favorite movies growing up.
So out of those two trilogies, what's your favorite movie from each? Just off the top of your head. Don't think too hard about it.
I don't know. I can't even.
It's
maybe
gotta be
Return of the
Crusaders.
Jedi is for that one trilogy, and they're also good.
Return
The
of
Last
the Jedi.
Crusade.
Last Crusade's my favorite.
I think it was my favorite of them. Yeah, for the third movie of a trilogy to be a favorite, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They're not always the best.
Well, what was the third one? Wasn't The Last Crusade? Wasn't that the third one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was.
That's always been my favorite,
all
but I
good.
love Sean Connery. So.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Someone said, what is your favorite food to eat versus what is your favorite food to cook?
Cook, eat. Okay, so I think tacos might be my favorite food. And I like
Makes
a
sense.
variety of tacos.
Because whenever you go to El Maguey's, you always get
With the corn shell, the hard shell, crunchy shell, that's my favorite thing at Taco Bell. Or a soft corn shell, just Mexican style is a corn shell.
Okay.
And then to cook, again, I did talk about soup being just because I think
She likes making easy food.
Well, no, it's not. I love chopping things, and I love sautéing and stirring. I just think it's fun.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, they're versatile too. So
Yeah.
Cooking meat.
What does he eat and how hard is it to cook?
What does he eat? Like,
Yeah, that's the question. What does he eat and how hard is it to cook?
he eats. Well,
I'm about to get exposed again.
Eat here at my house.
Yeah. The question is, what does he eat and how hard is it to cook? I guess growing up would probably be the best. Like, obviously, Chad, I haven't lived at home in over a year. I've been moved out for a while.
What do you eat now?
Nowadays,
what do you eat? When you were a kid, you were picky.
Fat guy was a picky eater. Who could have thought it?
Man, what did you like? Mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not hard to make. I use the box.
I love the
boxes.
Kraft box mac and
Yeah,
cheese. I
it's
hate
not
when
hard.
people make mac and cheese with real cheese, by the way.
Yeah.
Like mac and
With
cheese with real
big
cheese
fat
is just,
noodles, yeah.
it's like, oh, well, big fat noodles and it's too, yeah.
He loved mac and cheese, and he loved cheese. I mean, was big into cheese. But you
Still
liked
cheese.
shepherd's pie. I made shepherd's pie that you really like that.
I still really like shepherd's pie. You should make that more often.
Yeah, I should. I need to. He
feel like we
doesn't
have-
like spaghetti, guys. He hates spaghetti.
I do
He
not like
thinks the
spaghetti.
texture's wrong.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
worms. It's worms.
Everybody else in the family loves it, and he's like,
What's your thoughts on LeBron, Mom?
LeBron. I've heard the name. I don't really know who he is.
He's nobody. He's no one important at all. No one cares who
Sorry,
LeBron is.
guys. Yeah.
How do you... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just saying, yeah, I've heard the name, so it must be somebody.
He's a basketball player. He's like, okay.
Oh, basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you deal with depression?
So I have felt depressed in the past. I'm not a depressed person normally. That's unusual. Just when I was maybe pregnant a couple times. How do I deal with it? I go outside, and a lot of times depression comes from just thinking too much about yourself, too much, right, too much self-absorption. I actually read that most depression and anxiety comes from self-absorption. That was from Psychology Today that said that, and I was like, wow, I can't believe they said that. And it really is sitting around feeling sorry for myself, and yeah, I may have a reason. I may not feel good or whatever, but just stop thinking about that. And I will go out and I'll go outside and I'll go have some fun with friends, play a game or something, or just think outside of myself, go do some things for somebody. And it does help a lot. Really, getting out and just doing something different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge.
Huge, yeah.
I always tell people the same thing. Like, just don't think about yourself so much, and you won't be as depressed.
Yes. We are depressing ourselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say the most depressing thing about me is myself. So I go outside and see other people. Like, oh, there you go.
I mean, I think that's pretty normal.
Okay, so this is a bit of a hairy question, and just keep it brief, I guess. Christian, obviously, but what denomination?
I don't identify with one. I grew up in the Churches of Christ, but I don't really identify with the actual denomination anymore.
Yeah.
We're currently attending a Christian church.
It's almost Baptist.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Baptists are cool. I like Baptists.
Can you say look at the camera and say chicken jockey?
Chicken jockey.
There you go. Thank you. They're gonna love that. What do you think of my username, by the way?
Username? I think it's really cool. I didn't know what it meant until you had to naturally explain it to me, but I really like it. Actually,
I do explain the username.
It sounds good.
I thought it was funny. Someone asks, are crop tops only acceptable in 80s horror films? Asking for a friend. And I think this guy is specifically asking for men.
Men to wear them?
Men wearing, like the guys like in. Like,
are they only acceptable
in 80s horror movies?
I mean, it's because they wore them?
I don't know. Yeah.
Was it ever acceptable?
Actually, here's a better question, because people on the internet.
I think I remember Val Kilmer wearing one.
What are your thoughts on men in crop tops?
It's dumb. I mean, yeah, it was okay. So maybe in the 80s it might have looked cool, but I just think it's dumb.
Do you think it's hot?
No.
Okay. Sorry,
no.
chat.
Can you imagine? I think. What was Magnum P.I.'s name?
I don't know.
Dude, Tom Selleck. I think Tom Selleck had worn something close to a crop top before. Can you imagine? No, I don't think that's the hottest look, really. No, just a good fitting T-shirt looks
the right
really
girl
good.
Crop top's pretty cute. But...
Girls, yeah. I mean, girls, yeah. Men's waists aren't worth looking at necessarily. It's just like
I think that depends on the guy.
Hair and
I'm straight, chat.
Yeah.
Someone said, "How does it feel to have a son with such a wholesome fan base?"
Well, I think that's good. I like that. I actually really appreciate the fans that are wholesome.
I'm looking at this next question, and I already know what your answer is going to be for this one. I'm going to ask it. What's something you think that your son... What is something you think was cute that your son gets shy about from his childhood?
Would it be the dance? Oh!
I'm asking this is the question.
I wonder if you get shy about this. Well, no, I think you get shy about my story when you were hitting Mrs. Bradford's bum.
You thought that was cute?
It was cute because you came in and did that and left it. I just think anything that was funny was cute.
Okay.
But, I don't know if you were ever embarrassed about the time you danced in public.
Yeah, I do that now too, so.
I mean, I don't know if you're funny, if your cute things were that embarrassing.
Okay.
You were just cute when you were little, and that when you did that, that would have been pretty cute.
That's pretty cute, chat.
You're a cute little guy.
All right, so someone said, what's your favorite superhero? Biblical heroes included, but I don't think we're counting Jesus, because that's cheating.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that much.
You don't have a favorite superhero off the top of your head? Just pick one.
So, maybe the Christopher Reeve Superman. I grew up with that. He was really cool.
I mean, he might be my favorite Superman. After we were watching the old movie the other night, chat, and I was kind of like, man, this is my favorite Superman still.
His personality, I really liked the way his personality. He played such a funny nerd, and then pulled off being really cool as Superman as well. So.
Did I tell you when I was little, I had the biggest crush on that version of Lois Lane?
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on her when I was little.
And the girl.
I thought she was so cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not so much now.
Yeah.
All right. Someone asked if they could borrow $5.
You gonna pay it back? That means borrowing means you're paying it back. I don't know.
Oh no.
You can come to the house and get it.
Quit asking who her favorite kid is, you weirdos.
Favorite kid?
Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. I'm going on YouTube. People's family's gonna see it.
I don't have one.
She doesn't have one. That's right.
I love them all, and they all have like their own. Like there's certain times that I love. Like okay, you're fun for this thing, and you're fun for that thing, and I like you for this. They all have their strengths,
I
but
have
I
to cut
think
this
it's
out.
really cool.
I don't know if we're gonna include. Just kidding. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Dude, it must be chocolate.
Just chocolate?
I think in general, well, a good chocolate, like maybe not just plain chocolate, but if it has stuff in it that's really good. I love chocolate ice cream. Chocolate fudge.
My favorite ice cream is still Cow Patty. Cow Patty, double dark chocolate with Oreo cookie crumble and chocolate covered toffee.
I've always defaulted to anything with chocolate base. So.
I don't like nuts in my ice cream though, because they get soggy. But
It's kind of weird.
what's your height?
5'1.25".
She's very small.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I am good. I feel good, and I'm enjoying talking with Jed.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna. I want to do one of these with Dad.
Oh.
I don't know when. We're gonna see how well this one does with you. And like, if no one watches it, I probably won't. But
You should do
I want to do one with Dad. I just know he's
Whoa,
gonna.
that'd be so different.
I don't know. I already got exposed. I had no idea you didn't like my name.
Well, then
Shocking.
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, gracious. I didn't know
A
that.
different person then.
Was the youngling behaving well in his youth?
Youngling.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time. He went through a phase, you know. And I think that was when you were getting closer to being a teenager. And I think most kids do, where you just start doing dumb things and
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with him?
Teenagers are pretty
But
stupid.
I think you were actually a pretty good little kid. Yeah.
Not sneaky anyway.
You were sneaky. You might cry some. You cried a good bit when you were little. Yeah, you did. You cried a lot when you was little. But you were actually pretty good. You were really sweet. You used to go around pretending you were a puppy dog, and I would pet your head, and you would say,
I was 4, chat. I was 4.
It was so cute.
I was
and
3
he
or
had
4.
such a round head, and I would pet
It was
his
forever
round
ago.
head. It was cute. Anyways, you were cute.
No, I wasn't, chat.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's embarrassed about that one.
Yeah, I am. That's silly.
That's cute.
Can you pick up your son? Probably not.
No.
I think they just mean like
No,
generally.
but he can pick me
I
up.
could pick her up pretty easily too. What's your favorite memory of the two of you together?
Us together?
Yeah.
My favorite memory is watching X-Files with Jen.
Yes.
And maybe eating Totino, something cool like, or 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
When we watch our fun things together, we like to watch dumb 80s movies.
Yeah, we like dumb action 80s
or
movies.
cool action.
The most recent series we did was Rambo.
Yeah, that was fun.
Surprisingly, man, the first Rambo was like an hour long.
Not what it wasn't what I expected either. I didn't know he was going to be, I didn't know it was going to be like that.
There was a lot we didn't expect from that movie. The second one was probably more what we imagined Rambo to be.
And so that's fun when we watch our because we watch stuff like that because I think my husband isn't really into some of those. He doesn't like X-Files for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's so fun.
So watching X-Files together?
Yeah.
I always think of X-Files as always a spring show in my mind.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
it's
we're almost, it feels like summer already. Anyway.
It's not hot.
Why is your son so sweet? I think we've already covered this. People are asking a lot of repeat questions. I'm not so sweet.
No. No, but he, like I said, he's a people person. He's good with people. He knows how to respond to people. I don't think you might be, I hate to say this, you might have a sensitive side that causes you to be able to be sweet to people. You do, a little bit.
I don't feel things.
Like, no, whatever. He likes to deny it, but you do.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry you have that.
Yeah, it sucks.
You should go to therapy and get that fixed.
I did go to therapy, but they make you more sensitive. Jen, I'm going to send to the family group chat. You have a spider on your chest.
I thought I felt that.
It's still there. It's right there. Oh, there you go.
fine.
Looks like he went off. Little one.
Ugh. Poor Jagger.
All right. Does Mama Plump cover like muffins? This person's favorite is blueberries.
I love muffins. Blueberry with the streusel topping might be my favorite.
trying to think if I like
So
anything
good.
better than a blueberry muffin.
Yeah, it's so good.
Donut muffins are pretty good. We haven't
Oh,
had
donut muffins are
forever.
good.
Oh, you know what's better? Pumpkin muffins.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, they make these ones at Beans and Cream, and they've got like a crumble on top.
Yes, any
So good.
muffin with crumble on top is usually pretty good, but I think blueberries my favorite. I love lemon too.
Someone wants to know, when did I start to levitate? Don't tell them how I do it. They don't know.
I don't even know. He was just doing it one day. I was like, where'd you get that from? I thought you
Summer of 2024 is when I started doing that.
Oh, so it's not been that long.
No. Before that, I was mostly doing gorilla stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you hang out with your mom as much as you would like? No.
No,
Hey.
he doesn't.
I try.
No, and I understand you have a job and you live 30 minutes away. It's not far, but
We're
It's
hanging
not
out
your
now.
fault.
This is probably the longest
Yeah.
we've hung out. Just us for.
and it's almost Mother's Day. He always takes me out for breakfast.
Yep, taking mom out.
Like,
Actually, speaking of which, we could go to First Watch. I'll talk about this later. Or we can take you to that rooster place and we can get those.
Let's try that.
We can get
Yeah,
those. I'm telling you, that
I would
French
love to
toast
try
is so good.
I would love to do it.
Do you know how much weight he lifts in the gym?
I mean, he texts us what you weigh.
Yeah.
I mean, not weigh.
I don't tell them how much I weigh.
What weight you lift. I don't remember
sure
what
the mic is
the biggest one was though. I mean, you just text it. I don't memorize the numbers.
Yeah,
He's like, it's something a
360 on the-
lot.
360 on the bench recently.
Right? Yeah, I
Big,
know that's pretty big. So yeah, he texts. Yeah, I know it's a lot.
Someone wants to know how to do a backflip.
How can you do one? Well, I've never done an actual backflip, but I did train myself to do a back bend from standing when I was a kid, but I can't do it now. How do you
Good.
do a backflip? I did do a back bend.
Wait, you can do a backflip from standing?
Not flip, a bend.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. I was
I
reading.
learned to go whoop, and it was fun. Yeah, but you do have to train your muscles to go there because your body just know how to do that. So
I tried to
sorry.
do backflips on the trampoline and I landed on my head and I never tried again.
Yeah.
Front flips are pretty easy. All right, this guy has a very specific question. I bet you won't have an answer. What are your favorite spices and seasonings to add to a breakfast casserole?
Oh, breakfast casserole? Breakfast? So, last time I made one, it wasn't necessarily spices, salt, of course, but I mean, I think the onions and peppers are a good combination. I love Southwest flavors.
It's not spices, but yeah, those are still good.
Basil. Yeah, spices though? I don't. What do I like? I love, I mean, this doesn't go in a breakfast casserole, but I love coriander.
What?
Coriander.
Oh, is that the Cajun spice?
No, it's not.
I
It's
guess I don't know
just,
what that
it's
is.
the seed of the cilantro plant.
Oh.
And it is very good. I think it's used in Middle Eastern, like in Indian. I know it's used in Indian curries, but
That's interesting.
Sorry.
Coriander.
coriander.
You use that often?
I use it occasionally.
I guess
put
I just
it,
never noticed.
No. I use it. It's a subtle flavor.
Okay.
It's not super.
I have to look into that. Maybe that's why
Yeah,
my food
it's-
doesn't taste good.
It's good and well, yeah.
Okay. Mrs. Barrett has a question.
Oh, that's
Kate Barrett. What is one thing that surprises you about Jed today that you wouldn't have imagined?
Well, this influencer thing, I would never have imagined that.
Same. This is never like in the cards for me.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing. Being a gym rat and then being an influencer is. I didn't see that ever coming.
And the gym rat, honestly, is like an emotional coping mechanism more than anything else at this
Right?
point.
I know. Yeah.
Which, say what you will about that.
That's okay.
So someone said, how did you feel when your son decided to do social media, and how do you feel about it now? So I'm gonna kind of cut you off a little bit. My family didn't know I did social media for a long time, actually. I think for the first let's see, because I started in July of 2023, and I didn't tell you about it until December, because I hit 10,000
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah. I remember being surprised when you showed me. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, he didn't just.
What'd you think about it?
Yeah, he didn't just advertise it with us. I thought it was really funny. I was surprised, and I thought your videos were funny.
Has
And
your
I was
mind
like,
changed
huh.
since then? Like, do you feel any different about it?
Indifferent?
Do you feel any different about it?
I don't think I feel different.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I think it's really cool that there's thunder. Oh, I hope I didn't get right now. Anyway, no, not really. I just think it's, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
I don't know.
I was really surprised.
I was already an adult by then, so it's not like Mom had much say on what I did. So.
Yeah, I think it's cool. But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that you had something of your own going on. Actually, that was a big thing. Oh, Jed's doing that? And, nobody else does that. That's cool. You always want to do your own thing, so
Yes.
that's good.
Sorry, Chet. And I didn't tell Dad about it because I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, oh, I'm an influencer.
I
man.
remember you didn't tell him, and I was like, you should tell him.
I didn't tell him until I hit 50,000 followers. It was like a month. It was like 2 months later.
Wait till it looks impressive.
No, wait until I can't get away with it anymore. I was like, I should tell.
Yeah.
I was like, man, because back then 50,000 was such a big number. I was like, oh man, 50,000. I should probably tell Dad about it. Now it's 50,000 is like a small account.
Yeah, because your stuff will show up on people's.
Well, I know. That was I was like, I should tell Dad before he finds out from someone else. Yeah, I'm keeping an ear out on that. Should be fine. Someone's asking how we do the slide thing. I'm not gonna tell you that. Well, what was Little Plump's favorite comfort food as a kid? Book.
Was it pizza?
Well, they're asking you.
I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Probably shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. Yeah.
imagine.
Okay. Not pizza.
Or
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
That or mac and cheese. Yeah, we've
Probably
already talked
pizza.
about that. Like I said, he didn't have a very. He was pretty picky and didn't eat a lot of different things. But.
Someone's asking a very inappropriate question. I'm gonna point it to you. This one.
Wait.
That one right there.
So funny enough.
Yes. Yeah. You go ahead. Whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
So okay, somebody might have been asking. I'll rephrase that question. Was my labor in childbirth with Jed difficult? He was 7 pounds. He was
just
my
small.
lightest baby, and
That's still so funny to me.
nope, it was fine. Nope. His brother Rex was 9.5 pounds. That was a lot harder. They start small, people.
Rex is
They don't
scrawny.
necessarily start big.
Rex is scrawny too.
He's not as big as you, and he was a big baby. So
Yeah.
yeah, Jed was a little scrawny thing. I used to call him chicken legs when he was first born because his legs were so skinny. Chicken legs. I called you
So
chicken legs.
funny. I didn't know that. Well.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I.
Baby chicken legs.
Well, there's a couple drops. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Hey, someone wants to know: was I a difficult kid to take care of?
No, not really. No,
Yeah.
not really. I
I
mean,
wouldn't call myself one. Yeah, a couple times.
not necessarily the picky eating thing, and
Yeah.
maybe the crying part, but
Wow.
not really.
Was I a rascal? I feel like I was.
Sometimes, yeah. That's why I said you were probably the most annoying.
Andrew E. Gato just wants to say Happy Easter.
Oh, thank you. Happy Easter
Is the
to
rain?
you guys. It's raining, but I don't feel like it's gonna stay.
I'm just wondering where it's coming from.
It's blowing from.
It's coming from the wrong direction. I think we should be fine. All right, we'll be
It might be
fine.
blowing from.
How's your day?
My day is very beautiful. I love spring. It's my favorite season.
Okay.
And Jed's here. Yay!
Oh,
And he brought crumble cookies.
I always bring my family crumble every Saturday.
So good.
Hey, someone wants to know: do you think he should focus on content creation or focus on my work?
Ooh.
That's a big one.
Well, I mean, he should definitely focus on work. His, career is an important thing, I think, especially if you want to have a family and you want to have a retirement someday. I mean, that's important. I don't know. Focus which one on more? Probably the career. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Career more maybe, but I think it's good to put plenty of. Maybe when you get more, I don't know.
Mama says I need more followers, so make sure to follow.
Yeah, he needs more followers. I don't know. Maybe you just should have a good balance, I think.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, instead of staying up till 1 o'clock editing every night and then working 9 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one for you. What's the better fry, crinkle cut or waffle? Or I'm gonna add in 2 more, regular or Texas style. I'm gonna add in those other 2.
Texas? Oh, the big.
Yeah, like the Red
oh.
Robin's ones.
Man, I think I love waffle fries.
Waffle fries?
The best.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love all the fries. I'm a huge fry fan, but waffle fries from Chick-fil-A, they have the most surface area with all the nice brown part, but soft in the middle,
Yeah.
And you get lots of ketchup in there.
I'll add, I only like waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. I don't like them from anywhere else.
You do. Oh.
From
Right.
anywhere else. Yeah, I've got them from other places.
They're not
It's
all
just
created
not as
equal.
good.
Theirs are the best for sure.
Are you Sigma?
What is that?
It's a stupid internet thing.
I guess not.
What's your? Chat. You heard it here first. I'm not Sigma. Sad.
Don't know what that means.
Oh, someone actually. So after I updated it, someone asked how much did I weigh as a newborn? 7.5 pounds.
7.
7? Man, I was
Gregor
like,
was 7 too.
Was he really? No, you're
He
two
had 2
biggest
ounces
guys.
on you. I know. You guys are shrimps, but you were also born 3 weeks early. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So, a little bit of family lore chat. I am the strongest. I'm also the fattest and the shortest so far. You know, I didn't know Gregor was 6'4", by the way.
No, he's not 6'4".
Why did he say he was when I asked him? He's like 6'2", right?
You are not 6'4". Okay.
He's 6'2", right?
Maybe 6'1" or 2. I don't know, but he's not 6'4".
Maybe someone else. I don't know. Someone was telling me.
Delusions of grandeur.
Wow. Mom's a little mean. But so far, Rex probably won't be as big as Gregor.
No, I don't think so.
Roy might be big.
I think Roy's gonna be big. He's only 14 and he's getting really tall.
My little brother Roy is 14. I think he's taller than me.
He's built like Gregor.
Yeah. So far, we haven't had So far though, we only have one other kid who has like this big shoulders like me.
He's the 2-year-old.
The youngest might rival me. It's
so
kind of scary.
Cute. He's like the prettiest baby.
He is pretty.
He looked a lot like Jed did when Jed was a baby.
He's a
Jed was
brat.
also one of the prettiest babies. He's not. He's just 2.
Yes, so.
2-year-olds are always a brats, okay? And he's super cute. And he's got these huge shoulders and back.
Yeah, he's got
He
some
looks
shoulders
like a
on.
baby cover. It's so cute. Yeah.
Oh, Gus is scary. He's got shoulders on him. But I've noticed, because I've been looking, none of my other brothers have those shoulders yet.
Nope.
So
He's it. Nope.
yeah. But yeah, that's funny. Okay, what's your favorite video game to play? I'm curious.
I've had that question before.
Actually, I bet I know what it is, but go ahead.
I mean, I've been having a lot of fun playing the Minecraft game with the kids.
Surely it's Minecraft. You put so much time into that.
I think it's fun. It's just fun because I like to create things and I love to go on adventures and I sometimes will fight the mobs with the kids. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like before that though, I don't know.
Was it that Lord of the Rings game we used to play on GameCube?
Only because I like to be goofy on that one.
Yeah. Gregor was so mad when you and me would goof around on that.
I think it's fun to annoy my kids when I'm playing video games.
Someone just asked, what's your signature dish? And you know what? I'm going to be a little mean. I'm going to answer this question.
Yeah, go for it.
Beans and rice.
We eat a lot of that.
Lots of beans and rice.
I make some
or
good chili.
curly noodle pasta.
I make some good.
Okay.
No, but when we're not just eating cheap food.
If I'm being nice, yeah, it would probably be my mom's chili because she makes the best chili.
Yeah,
I do
my
like your
kids
chili.
love-
And I'm not. Oh, cute butterflies.
It's bugs.
I'm not just saying this because mom's, she's my mom. She does make the best chili. I really just don't like getting chili
Cute
from anywhere else.
butterflies.
You didn't see the two butterflies?
I just now saw them
Yeah, they're
leave.
cute.
I just realized you said that. They are
cute.
so cute. They're dancing.
Aw.
Jed loves beautiful things, by the way, and cute little tiny things, and he loves fuzzy things.
You can't tell them that.
Yeah.
Mama Plumpcover, is everything going to be all right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Well, that was fast, yeah.
Yes. Always.
I'm not
There's
sure.
no reason for it to not be all right.
There are some questions in here. I don't even know what these mean. Tung Tum Sar versus Tim Cheese and Simon Claw. Who wins? I don't know what any of that means.
Who are they?
I really hope that's not inappropriate. What's the best advice you have for new parents? Yeah, because I have so many of those following me.
New parents.
All my followers are chronically single. and,
Okay,
like,
well,
they're never gonna get married. But
your new friend, your not new friends, your friends from college that are having a baby, asked us, some things. You know what? I would probably say my best advice is to have fun with your kids. I don't care what else is going on. If you're not having fun with your kids, you're not gonna have a very good time as a parent. They're not gonna respect you. They won't want to be around you. When you have fun with your kids, they love you. They want to be with you. They will respect you a lot more. I mean, I've always done that with my kids, and it's a lot less stressful. Life is a lot less stressful if you're having fun with them than just always trying to get things done. And I don't know. Some people stress too much about their kids and trying to make everything perfect and blah, blah, blah.
This is a weird one. Reptar762, who's a guy who's been following me forever, said, my mom said I could come over and play Legos, but it has to be okay with you.
Yeah. We got lots of Legos.
I don't really like Legos.
I have my own Legos.
Yeah, Mama has Legos.
I like Legos.
I've just never been a big fan of Legos.
Legos are fun.
Too hard.
Yeah. Yep. But you can play. The boys like to play. Our kids, your brothers like to play Legos.
So someone asked, was Plumpcover always plump?
Not when he was born. He had phases where he was, a little thinner here and just, he just kind of changes.
I'm outraged.
It's like that.
I have gotten a lot fatter since
Life
getting
is
older.
like that.
Life got hard.
You also lift a lot. It doesn't help. Bulks you up. So.
And this is the last question. What moment made you realize that your boy is now a man? Oh dear.
What moment?
Yeah, was there a moment? Guys, my mom is not very sentimental. She probably doesn't even have one.
I was just thinking, when he grew a beard, I don't know.
I don't know.
So, okay,
With
you
my
know
beard.
what? When you graduated high school and went and got a job at that was it a plastic factory?
Plastic
and you were
manufacturing.
working so hard and it was so hot and you had a beard and you were working with rednecks and stuff.
That job
and
was hard.
I was like, that's a really manly job. And yeah, and you did a lot. And you would come home and you would tell me all this stuff I'd never heard of about the job. And I was like, wow, Jed, you're really doing some stuff that most kids your age have never done.
I was 18.
He was young.
That job sucked.
And went to the Y on the side.
I went to the Y for 2 hours, then I worked till 12:30 at night.
And it was hot.
And it was hot, and that job really, that job was probably, it's not the most miserable I've been, but working that job around the end, there was very few things more miserable than that. I was like, I would rather die than be stuck working this job till I'm 45 or whatever.
Yep.
But
motivate you to get out and do something else.
Okay, 2 more questions. What do you do in your free time?
When I'm free? Do I ever get
She
free?
has 14 kids, guys. Like, she does not have a lot of free time.
In my free time, when it's gardening season, I garden. And yeah, I play with my kids and stuff. I do that too. But my favorite hobby is gardening, honestly. And in the winter, when I have free time, I sit down. I'm such a nerd. I do like to get out and play the Legos and play Legos. I mean,
So she gardens and play Legos, guys.
I do, and with my own kids, we do the Minecraft app, and we have fun building stuff together and playing. I mean,
They play Minecraft, Legos, garden, and
I
you
love
nap.
movies too.
Watch movies, and you nap a lot. when you
Not
get
a
free time.
lot, but I do try to nap every day. I missed today because we're doing this instead.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'll
I do
give
that
you a bit of my
because I think
energy
it's good for you to nap. I nap
Yeah.
for like 15 minutes though. It's not long. It's so
All
short.
right. And this is the last question of the evening. Is the One Piece real?
What
Is the One Piece real?
is the One Piece?
It's a dumb anime thing, but they're going to love the reference.
Well, I don't know what
Yes
that
or
is.
no? Yes, just say yes or no, Mom. A lot right
No,
there. It's not real, chat. The One Piece isn't real. Yeah, the One Piece is real. I don't know. It's from it's the big, okay, side note, all right, before we finish off the video. It's like the biggest anime in the world. I've never even watched it, but it's like the most popular. And it's just got the ugliest animation you've ever seen.
I don't
But for some
like-
reason, it's like the biggest anime. Mom doesn't like
I
anime.
do not like it. I
doesn't like
don't
anime?
like the way it looks. Now, some of the Studio
likes Studio
Ghibli,
Ghibli, yeah.
looks very pretty. The art is so pretty. So that's probably some of the best anime I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But growing up, anime was always so dumb. I didn't like it. Sorry, I just thought it looked weird.
You're losing like everyone's gonna like you for the whole interview, and now they all hate you.
I loved, when I was a kid, I loved to watch Looney Tunes. You
Looney
know,
Tunes is
actual,
good stuff.
American cartoons.
Wow.
And the Smurfs and
Very American
I
of
just
you.
thought
We
anime was
appreciate it.
too odd.
It was odd. I mean, anime is still odd. It's more mainstream. Did you know
I
it's
didn't
really
like-
like mainstream now?
I know it's super popular, so
Everyone
I
loves
know. Whatever. I just thought their teeth looked weird when they yell and go, ah, and like the streaks behind them looked so. I was like, what are we doing here? I don't know. It freaked me out.
When I was little, I thought anime was super weird, but I enjoy it now.
Yeah,
somewhat.
maybe there's. I mean, yeah.
I just like watching Porco Rosso.
Yeah, and again, I think that's lovely. I think that's just an attractive art style. That theirs is. Now, some people's are just weird. But
Well, all right. That is the Mama Plumpcover Q&A. I think if I had left it till tomorrow, we would have had like 3 times the questions, so I'm really glad we did it today. And I
yeah,
think I
thank you.
skipped a lot of questions. A lot of people were just asking, like, are you proud of me over and over? And the answer is
Yeah.
yes. Take that, chat. My mom's proud of me. Are you proud of my followers?
oh yes, I am proud of your followers. I read the comments sometimes, not like all of them. Occasionally, I'll jump in and see what people are saying, and you guys are actually really kind and encouraging to each other and funny. Sometimes you're funny. So I just think you have some really good followers, and I know you filter out the stinkers.
Emphasis being
Which
on
I'm-
some of them.
Some of them, I'm glad, because I don't think people should be like that online.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're gonna be.
I'm proud of you guys.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mama, for joining me on this. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys should also, if you stick to, ooh, my shirt's dirty. Whatever.
Always dirty.
Oh yeah, my clothes are always dirty. If you guys stuck around for the video this long, make sure to buy some Plump Cover merch at bunkerbranding.com/theplumpcover. If you liked this, let me know, and we'll do a part 2 with Dad. And if they like it enough, I'll just work my way through the siblings.
That'd be
Just
funny.
use my family for
I'm
content.
gonna say
Who would be the funniest to interview? Probably Gregor or Rosie.
people like Bruce. I know you're not a fan, but he says some funny things.
I don't know. It'd be nice to Bruce.
Adults think he's funny. I know. He's annoying to you, but he's hilarious to most people.
I don't know. I don't really care for Bruce. I don't like Bruce because he's a lot like me.
I was gonna say you were annoying, but you were also funny.
Wait, he's like Bruce is like what I would have been if I wasn't so suppressed.
Tears is so funny.
Tears might be fun to interview, but I think it'd be funnier to do it like Greg or Cindy because they grew up with me.
True. Actually, yeah.
Tears and Bruce don't know that much about
They would have a lot of funny stories. I want to tell you about Tears.
Okay.
Tears
On
is
or
funny.
off camera?
I mean, I just tell you now.
Well, I'm trying to wrap up the video, so you can tell me in a minute.
No, I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you guys.
Oh, okay. Tell
How
the camera.
funny Tears
I'm sorry.
is.
Go ahead, tell Tears.
Because, I don't know. Okay,
just
so
listen.
all of us think that she is like the Darcy from Thor, the Thor movies. She's funny. And she always hated Darcy. And I was like,
know.
well, it's funny because you're exactly like
Everyone
me.
hates the person they're
I
most
always
like.
thought she was hilarious. Anyway, yep. I'm
But anyway.
done. That's all.
Okay, that's funny. Thank you, Mama. All right, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, bye, guys.
This is probably gonna be like an hour-long video. It's gonna be a lot, but I think it'll be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hi, I'm the Plump Cover. I've never made a long-form video on this channel, but yeah. Say bye, Mom.
All right, bye, Mom.
Bye. Bye. Oh, and it's not been recording the whole time.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
No, it was recording.